Hey there, David Hawk here. Today I'm going to show you how I made these. They're bamboo coasters. We've got cork backs on them. You can see I've got a realtor's name on the back. This is for a housewarming gift we're building for them. It's part of that. But I just wanted to show you the process of making these coasters so that you can do it if you want to. Like I said, it's bamboo. We get the bamboo from, well, I'll get into that in the video. But anyway, they're pretty cool. This is actually a seller. The people are selling their home that they've been in for, well, 51 years. So been there a while. These should be a very memorable gift for them. The reason realtors like them is because their name's on them. These people are likely not going to throw these away, and each time they pick them up, they will see the realtor's name. And we've got the other things that we put in there. I'll just tell you, we put in a puzzle, we put in a heat trivet, I do a box, and we do a cutting board, all personalized to the people. Some of the items have the realtor's name on it where it makes sense, some don't. The puzzle definitely does, the heat trivet does, obviously the coasters do, and then there's also a key ring that we put in there. And the box that we make is kind of a rustic looking box and out of cedar, and it's got the realtor's logo in the bottom and the people's name on the outside. So let's get into how we made these. Hey there, today I wanted to show you my process for making a coaster set. I'm doing this for a realtor. It's for a housewarming gift, actually for a seller. And what I do is I print the house on the coaster, but I set it up a little uniquely. So what I'm using here, I've got a piece of bamboo. It's 0.300 thick, if you want to know that. I get this at, what is it, Dollar Tree down there. And it's a cutting board, they call it. But I use that bamboo to make these coasters. So what you need to do if you want to make these, realtors like them because I make, by the way, you can see here it's just a circle, but I put their logo on these cork bases, and I've got this file set up too. I'll put a link to this file somewhere in the description of this video if you want it. So I'm in Canvas, you can see cork coaster base, but if you want to know offhand without having to mess with it, the size of the base is 3.5 inches. I use 25% power, 20 speed on a xTool S140 watt laser. But let's go back and show you how I get these coasters set up in here. So one, you need this to be 3.8 inches. Now this is the actual coaster size. I'm going to change this. Oh, and that you need that to be a cut on the outside. That speed is 100 power and 5 speed, and this won't always get you through every piece of bamboo. That bamboo is, most of the time it cuts just fine, but every now and then I have found that it doesn't very well, and you know, it's just irregularities in bamboo. So we're going to do this. This is actually for a seller. So they were in this home from 1974 to 2025. So I put that in there. I give this a little bit of a curve. Well, come on. We want it to curve so that, and then this likes to jump around some. It looks like it's jumping with the picture. Let me see if I can get this stuff out of the way and maybe it won't jump. I'm going to put this together in a minute though. Actually, I think I like that. All right, so let's line that up. So we'll get this horizontally centered, and then I'm going to group that piece so we're done. And this I want to kind of get to about the same size of my coaster. So we got 3.8. We've already got the cut on this side over here, but this one, I need to set it up for engraving. So let's do the auto adjust on it. Okay, now you can see it's ready to engrave. This power on this one is 85, and speed is 356. Now you can play with these settings. They're just my settings, so you can always play with those and see what works best for you, but that's what works for me. Then I get that lined up in there. Okay, now you have to grab both of those, and then this little thing here, create a mask. So that's what I do. I've created the mask. Now we're done. And now I've got this, which will fit right in here and pretty much snaps to. So there we go. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. Oh, I grouped that, so I need to ungroup it. Make this just a touch smaller so that it looks a little better. I don't like it that small. That should do. Now we'll center horizontally again. All right, and there we go. We could add the person's name. I don't want to add the person's name since I'm doing this video live, but I'm going to add that. I will block that out, I guess. Let me see. Let me grab a engrave settings. Oh, by the way, engrave settings are 70 power, 295 speed on the words. Now that we've got this, I need to run 4 coasters. So I come over here into applications, click it, grid array, click it. Never demo live because it'll hurt your feelings every time. Okay, now, well, there it went. So I want 1 row. This thing's really slow. And 4 columns. I'm going to say done. Boy, it's really slow. I guess because I've got this camera software running. All right, so you can see there we're set up. Now it's ready to cut. I've got some output not selected. What am I missing? A cut and an engrave. So we're going to grab everything. Make sure your output is set to do it. And now we're going to go over here to the laser and cut it, but we've got to first, I messed that up. Yeah, error. You got to get the laser head set up in the right spot. Never demo live, folks. Always mess something up. Okay, now we got something happening here. So we got our thickness. Start marking. Let's do this. All right, so we've got it marked. Let's end that. I got to move this because it's in my way of the software. Done. And now you can see what we've got. These coasters will fit nicely on this board. I try and bring this down. I can typically get 3 sets of coasters out of 1 cutting board here. So you can see it jumping around. That looks good. Okay, we are ready to go. So let's hit process. This is a lot for this computer. Yeah, it's gonna tell you high power, low speed. That is the case. And do not walk away from this because it is high power and low speed. There's always a chance of a fire. I mean, xTool's got safety stuff built in, but you never know. So I don't leave these things alone. Something that I've found just recently, sending failed. This may not, well, no, it says it worked. Let's try it. Didn't work. Anyway, I'll bring you back here once I get this. I'm going to have to turn this video software off. But something that I've seen is this starts looking real fuzzy on this screen. I'm not sure why it does not engrave like that. It engraves fine. So if you notice that in xTool Studio, don't worry about it. It has not affected me anyway. So anyway, I'll just let you know that. Let me try sending this one more time. If it will do it, it may just not do it with this software on. The video software, that is. I'm going to turn this video software off. I mean, you get the idea. I'm sending the file and I'm going to turn the xTool on here in a minute. All right, so now we've got it running. I will come back when we have got it done. By the way, this is about a 24-minute, no, 23-minute, 29-second engrave. All right, so here we go. So now we're getting ready to glue these up. And like I said, we've got a 3.5-inch base, 3.8-inch coaster, and you can see it fits really nicely back there. So that's what we've got. And we are going to, basically the way I do these is I set these coasters out to where I know they're up. It's kind of nice too, the bamboo lets you know the grain. So I'm going to point the camera down here so you can see what I'm doing now. So I've got the coasters all up. The grain is there. We've got the base, and what we got to do is grab a little, hopefully you can see that. I know you can see it now. I got some Gorilla Glue spray adhesive. This can's getting kind of old, but I put these up here just so they're not right next to the coaster. I don't spray the coasters, I just spray the cork. Make sure that's shaking up good. And you gotta put a pretty good coat on here. And you can see I do use a piece of cardboard here. All right, and then I just line that up with the grain of the wood. Make sure it's pressed on really well. Make sure, or I make sure to go around the outsides really well, because if it's going to peel, that's where it's going to peel from. I have had that happen before, but not too much. This Gorilla Glue is really a good spray glue. All right, so now we've got those set up like that. Now I put them over here, give them a good press, make sure everything's on there. And then I get real technical and I just put a paint can on top to hold down a little bit of pressure. I guess I'm still in the camera, and hopefully those are too. Hey there, so we got the coasters done. They're glued, the backs are on, everything's good. I kind of go around sometimes and just make sure everything's on there good. But the next step, the last step, other than tying them up, is to put a little bit of this. It's cutting board conditioner that I make, and it's 3 parts of food grade mineral oil and 1 part organic beeswax. And it's white beeswax, but it makes this one's actually, I say 3 parts to 1 part, 3 parts mineral oil to 1 part beeswax, but this one's 4 parts mineral oil. Next time I'll do 3. I just like the way it works better. And get a clean rag. I always wrap it around my finger like this. It's something that I did in the military. I actually shined boots like that. So, or that's the way I held a rag to shine boots. But anyway, we just put this on, and you can kind of see it or hopefully you can see on camera, it really brings out that image in a lot better. So let me just see. So hopefully you can see the difference. This one's got the finish on it. This one does not. And I'll do all 4 of these, and then I let that dry for 30 to 45 minutes, just until that stuff is soaked in. If after 45 minutes there's still some sitting on the surface, I'll just wipe it off with the dry part of the rag and go from there. But that's it. I hope you're having a great day. I hope this video helps you. So anyway, if you've got any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I'm happy to answer anything about this, about anything else that I might know about the laser. Also do the sides. And like I said, anything I can help you with, I'm happy to do it. So comments below. If you know somebody you think this might help, please share it with them. And if you've liked it, please give me a thumbs up. And even if you really liked it, might even try subscribing to my channel. Thanks, and I'll talk to you next time.